Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more Frostpunk gameplay. We're picking up right where we left off at the end of the last episode with 8 days left to prepare for the oncoming storm. We have a bunch of missions to complete down here, or requirements to complete down here. We need to gather at least 2,900 food rations. We're up to 2,750, so we seem to be on pace to complete that without too many problems. We need to research a couple more things, that overdrive couplings for our generator here, but that is our research topic right now. We just have to wait until the engineers go back to work to make that happen. We need to rescue some survivors, which is probably something we should be looking at right this second. Whoops. We've got a group of scouts out here at the ice crevasse. That's the first destination for them. We found dying people. Nansen's refugees told us about. They're sheltering in an ice crevasse. These people are on their last legs. Despite taking shelter in an ice crevasse, many of them suffer from heavy frostbite and hypothermia. We can help them still if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own. Some can hardly speak. Bring them to our city. There were some kids in that group. Definitely want to help them get back home. We also have to dismantle our outposts here. Now we've got this group of outposters carrying steel back, so we don't want to dismantle this one here because that may interrupt their progress, and we probably want that steel. But I think we can dismantle the steam cores one here. Let's go ahead and do that, and then send these outpost guys right back to the city where they'll be safe from the incoming storm. The other thing we have to do is just to recall all our scouts and outpost teams, which is what we're in the process of taking care of right now. So with 15,000 coal stored, 500 wood, and almost 1,000 steel, and 2,600 food, I feel like we're in good shape, knock wood, in our preparations. So it's just going to be about kind of killing time here. Scouts have reached the deep hollow, explored that. These people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash, but it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is, if we strap them to our sleds and bring them to our city quickly. Bring the wounded to the city. That's what we're out here to do. Make that happen. Speed time back up again. Wood is the thing that we have the least of right now, and I believe that I have a charcoal kiln operating out here. I'm going to take almost all of the workers off the charcoal kiln. So they're hardly processing any charcoal at all. And then speed time back up again because the speed just keeps resetting itself even when I don't want to. We've got 4 steam cores that we can burn here. Let's go ahead and build at least one more automaton, maybe even 2.
Work time. Get back to work.
Now discontent is rock bottom. Hope is high. Scouts have returned safely to the city, with bringing with them 12 people, 12 workers, and 7 kids. Okay, we're going to immediately send them back out to search for the next group. We'll send them to the ice crevasse as a waypoint first. And speed time back up again because it automatically defaults to normal speed when I don't want it to. And then we're just kind of monitoring stuff to make sure that people are housed and warm. Oh, speaking of housed, that's right. I still have some bunk houses here that need to become houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had enough wood and enough steel to make that happen. I think that is all the bunk houses. Now we have nothing but... Okay, the generator is ready. We finished that research. We did what we could to raise the heat output of the generator. This alone might not be enough. All our homes and workplaces should be as warm as possible. The cold that's coming could kill in minutes. Yes, I know, that's We're aware. We're working on that. Food, health, and shelter. We need to get house insulation going. You know, in anticipation of more survivors coming in, maybe we want house redesign first. This will make houses cheaper to build. Boy, it would have been good to have researched that before we just upgraded all those bunkhouses to houses. But too late now. Alright, we built an automaton. What can we do with him? Wood. Wood is our lowest. Food supplies! We've reached the target for our food supplies. The food supplies should keep us fed for at least a week. Let's pray the storm subsides before then. Great. So we have checked off over here on our list, over here on the left-hand side. We've checked off food. We've checked off cold. That was the generator researches. Now we just need to get those survivors back from these 3 locations, well, 2 left, and disband our scouts and repair teams. Speaking of which, alright, we've got 1 outpost team on its way back, bringing stuff with him. No, he's just coming back home. And these guys are bringing steel home. I actually wanted to get them to dismantle that outpost before they headed back with another load. I think I have to do that now. I'm not sure if that's going to make them drop the stuff that they had. That's strange. Okay. Well, there are 2 groups. There's one transporting stuff back, and then I guess the people that they left back there doing the harvesting as they were transporting stuff are now making their way back as well. Speed up time again. Okay, we've brought those scouts back with some more people, but we need to send them immediately back out into the wasteland, the frostland, I should say, to try and get these last few sites out here before the storm hits. And speed up time again. A new automaton has been built. Now, what do I do? House redesign researched. Great. We need the house insulation next. Let's get that going. And speed up time again. And we've got 2. We now have 2 automatons sitting doing nothing. Yeah, 2 automatons that we could be putting to work. Coal's not a problem. Steel's not a problem. Wood, not really a problem. Food? A runaway child. Sir, a man is here to see you. He says that his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a scout sled and go after her. She's a big girl, but she was always very impulsive and she scares easily. I must find her before she's lost for good. She's all I have left. He'll die. We should stop him from going out there. Or we could give him 30 food rations, which we can afford, and equip him for the journey. Good luck, man. I hope you find her. Alright, so we've got a group of outpost scouts waiting back here at the city. We can go ahead and disband them. Wrong outpost. We need this one. Okay, we can disband that group. We get a bunch of wood and steel and stuff back from doing that, so that's good. Not that we really need it. We need to build some more houses now that we brought in some more people. We're kind of running out of space around steam hubs to build houses. I may have to build another steam hub, which is fine. That is definitely not the end of the world because we have plenty of coal and plenty of steel to make that happen. This looks like it might work. Yeah, right in there. Okay. And then a road out to this one. Okay, and now speed up time again. I guess, oh, our scouts are waiting. Why are they're waiting at their waypoints? Go to the snow burrows, and then you go to Camp Vulcan. See what's out there. And speed time back up again. We have to prepare, says Ali, if we want to stand any chance of survival. Yeah, what do you think we've been doing, Ali? Allez. This house is very cold for some reason. Maybe because the insulation's not running, not researched yet. They'll be fine for the time being. We'll get that squared away. I think when the house insulation is researched, they should be fine.
Work time. Get moving.
Speed up time again. I've still got 2... Wait a minute. I've got 2... This is not functioning because storage is near capacity, but it's very cold out here. Why don't I put an automaton out here instead of having workers out there? And how about here? That's already got an automaton on it. But again, storage is near capacity. I think I need to build more. Our house insulation is researched. I need to build more storage. Infirmary checklists we should get going to keep our... We've got 39 sick people right now, which is bad. Those 2 houses, are they built yet? And we still have some people... Alright, it's time to put down a new steam hub because we need some more expansion room here. Steam hub right there looks like an acceptable place for it. So let's build a road across there. No, not there. There. Oops. There. And then a steam hub. There. Good. And then we can build houses. People. House. Cheap houses. Alright, good. Good. Alright, let's look at our active abilities here. Everything's still on cooldown. Check the temple. Yeah, even the temple one is still on cooldown, but we don't really need any of those active deals right now. Let's check out the Book of Laws. You know, I've been keeping away from the Faith Keepers because, in my opinion, religious zealotry can be a bit dangerous. I mean, a little bit of religion is a good thing. Too much religion can be a problem. So I'm going to stay away from these last 3. The House of Healing can't hurt anybody, but I'll have to build one. It treats the gravely ill and gives all patients a small hope bonus. Alright, yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and do that. And we will... Let's sign that.
Hear me. Hear me.
Scouts have reached... Scouts have reached Camp Vulcan. Explore that. You're going the wrong way! The scientists mistook us for refugees, but after we tell them about our city, they're nonplussed. It's probably too close to the storm to withstand it. Well, you might consult Nansen on that if you reach him in the south. Little do they know, Nansen is dead. Their work here is done. We could convince them to join us so we could show them our city. We could escort them back. We could send them back on their own and continue on. I think with the storm coming, and we don't really need the manpower, let's go ahead and send them back and then have our scouts continue on to the Jagged Rocks. And now we've got another group of outpost scouts waiting back here at the city. We can disband them and speed up time. Scouts have reached the Snow Burrows. Let's check that. Explore it. A group of barely alive people. All these people are deathly ill. It's a wonder that they're still alive. The Snow Burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. If they don't last... They won't last a day if we don't take them right now to the city. I think we need to bring these sick people to our city. There are kids in that group as well. Alright. And then maybe we'll have enough time to send them back out to reach Camp Compass, these last 2 sites here. We'll see. Alright, all of our stuff is not working because we've reached capacity on all these things. So we need to build a bunch more resource depots.
Workday ends. It's time off.
And we need to also get the... What was that? Oh, I just had it placed wrong. We need to get the that special care house built from the law that we just signed. Street here. Alright, 6 new resource depots will take the crunch off here. Infirmary checklist research. Next research would be, let's insulate our healthcare sites even better. And we have to build a house of healing. Go to health. House of Healing, a hospital run by the faithful. Heals the sick and the gravely ill, slightly slower than an infirmary, but doesn't require engineers. Not that that's a problem for us. We have plenty of engineers. Slightly raises patients' hope. Okay, fine. And we've got a nice spot for it right here near our new steam hub. Alright, we've got 2 automatons. No, we've got 1 automaton now sitting around doing nothing, right? Where could we put him? We've got an automaton on that wall drill. We've got an automaton on that wall drill. We've got an automaton on this steelworks. How about one of these coal mines? Yeah, this is staffed by people right now. Go ahead and put the automaton there. And this coal mine, even though it's staffed by humans, it is plenty warm because we have a steam hub right next to it. So we'll just leave the heater off there. We've got 2 steam cores left. A duel is taking place in accordance with the dueling law. That should lower discontent, raised discontent. Well, discontent is right up because of overcrowded medical facilities and bad food. We've got plenty of food. There's no reason we are why are we feeding these people soup? We don't have to be. Let's feed them real meals. Where's our other cookhouse? I can find that by... Oh, scouts have reached the Jagged Rocks. Remind me to check out the other cookhouse when we get back. Here at the Jagged Rocks, the surface looks like it's been fractured by the shock of an underground explosion. It appears there may have been an underground base here. Ruins of the underground base reek of sulfur. It must have been a warm and sheltered place, but now exploring its depths is dangerous. Exploring the ruins, we found a briefcase signed by Nansen. It seems to contain some interesting blueprints. Alright, we'll take the technology. Great, and we discovered a new site. And I think that with 6.5 days left until the storm hits, there's probably going to be enough room to send our scouts out here. And these scouts are still heading back to the base with the survivors. Okay. Alright, let's assign research, not research, what we're going to store here. We're going to store coal. We're going to store wood and steel and food and coal and food. Okay. Alright, everybody back at work. Storage limit is reached on the coal thumper. That's fine. Oh, you know, do we have these guys? No. Okay, I thought we might have had them on extended shift, but we don't. That's fine. So we've got 2 steam cores. I want to keep one in case of emergencies, but I think the other one can go to another automaton. And I was going to check the other cookhouse by going to... Remember in the last episode I said I wish there was an easy way to find facilities that you were trying to locate on the map, because they all kind of look the same from up here. So yes, there is. You go to the economy screen and you got these tabs on the side, and you click through here and you can find what you're looking for this way. I was looking for a cookhouse, so I click on the magnifying glass to take us to it. Now that's the one we already checked out. The other one is where? Now everything's in a different order. That's not helpful. That's the same one I just clicked on. No, and everything's in a different order again. What is going on here? Okay, there's the other cookhouse. We are preparing standard meals here, which is what we want. Okay, we're fine. Alright, speed up time again. And we are... scouts have returned safely to the city. We can disband the scout... No, okay. Alright, well that is the last of the survivors that we needed to rescue on the checklist here. But we can immediately send our scouts back out to check out one of these last areas. Let's send them to the Deep Hollow as a waypoint. And then these guys are almost at the Stormwatch. They'll be there in 6 minutes, so basically now. Okay, they're there. Explore that. This sturdy Arctic building could withstand a severe Arctic winter. It's crammed with sophisticated scientific equipment, yet the camp seems abandoned. We found a note left by Nansen and his co-workers. The expected cold is hard to predict. It will be way below any temperature ever recorded on Earth. Gale force 10 as the jet stream seems to abate on descent. Afterward, the climate shall start improving slowly. We're moving toward this apocalyptic storm to confirm our predictions. Farewell, and may God protect you. So Nansen and his team went out and sacrificed themselves in the interests of science, trying to gather more info on the storm. So here's to Nansen. Take the technology that they left behind. And should we immediately send these guys back to base, or should we try and get them to make it to... Boy, the storm. Here comes the storm. Look, it's freezing over these sites out here. Should we waypoint them to Jagged Rocks, Camp Vulcan, and then Camp Meteor, or send them directly to Camp Meteor? I'm going to send them directly to Camp Meteor. It's going to take them less than a day to get there, and we've still got 6 days before the storm hits the city. Now, obviously, it's going to hit these outlying areas first, but I think our scouts are going to be okay to make it there before that happens. Okay, let's speed up time again. I need to put workers on our House of Healing. House of Healing built. Hope rises. New automaton has been built. Healthcare insulation has been researched. What else do we need? Hothouse insulation. Heating is fine, but you know what? We should probably... This generator safety bypass, when it's in overdrive, generator stress will increase 25% slower and fall 25% faster. So that seems like a good technology to have. I don't know that we'll need it in the upcoming storm, but better safe than sorry. Speed up time again. Overcrowded medical facilities still a problem, even though we've just built this new House of Healing. Generator safety bypass research. Wow, this research is going quickly now, huh? So, exploration. If we research engineer automatons, we can put an automaton on one of our workshops, and they can be researching 24/7. So let's do that. And speed up time again. And scouts have reached a waypoint. Send them on to Camp Compass. 9 hours to get to Camp Compass. And speed up time again. Our wood is maxed out. Our coal, we've got 18,000 coal, which should be plenty. These people have a complaint or something. A woman has come to plead with you. She wants more food rations, but the cooks say that she's already received her allowance. I beg you, Captain, the woman says in a trembling voice. Your men have meant well, but they must have made a mistake. I need 2 rations, one for me and one for my sick child. Now, if we give her the food rations, discontent will rise, but if we don't give her the food rations, hope will fall. I'm okay with hope falling a bit. We're almost maxed out on hope. And honestly, yeah, I mean, if your child is sick, send him to the hospital, to the medical tent, the infirmary, or the healing house, and they'll be fed there. I won't bend the rules for you. Sorry. Hope falls slightly. It's okay. Let's check with our active abilities here at our temple. Our beautiful temple. Yes, we can fire off a couple of active abilities that will take care of that hit we just took on hope. Evening prayers will lower discontent and raise hope. Good. Speed back time back up again, since it just seems to randomly slow down even when I don't want it to. My scouts have reached Camp Meteor. The camp is built around a large hole in the ice. Interesting. We searched the remains of the camp. This must have been a scientific operation dedicated to the research of whatever punched this hole in the ice. Look at that big crater. Now the place is deserted and there's nothing of value to be found here, but they found 2 new sites to visit. Do we risk it? Do we risk it? The storm will be here in 5 days. It will take these guys 9 hours to reach the large crater. I think we can risk it. Go visit the large crater, guys. These guys will be out of Camp Compass in no time. Speed up time. And Our scouts have reached Camp Compass. It sounds like the temperature is warming up a bit. New priorities. A small group of scientists is finished loading their supplies. They work efficiently but in silence, looking somewhat dejected. We're mostly helping with the evacuations now, as one of them tells us. We used to study the Earth's magnetic field, but there are more important things to worry about now, like survival. We can escort these guys to our city, or we can send them back to the city on their own and continue on to these new sites that we've uncovered. Let's direct the scientists to the city and continue on. I think there's still time to make this happen. Boy, we're risking it, aren't we? Boy. Our brave scouts, they'll do whatever I tell them to. Come on, guys, you can make it. Make it. You'll make it. They'll be fine. We've got 14 homeless because a group of survivors has reached the city. Food thefts cause riots. Sir, we investigated the discrepancy between the raw food and the output of the cookhouses. Turns out the cooks are stealing food. People are furious. We caught 2 thieves. They say they wanted to secure their families before the storm shuts down the food supply. Guys, that's my job. That's what I do. You do not take it upon yourselves to steal from the community to provide for your own families. You're out of here. These 2 jerks are out of here. Do not question my storm preparation capabilities. I'm doing fine. We've got 12 people homeless. Let's put them in homes.
Work time. Get moving.
Alright, there was a better place for those. Hold on. We're going to deconstruct those and put those in a better place. Just need to run a road out to that one. Okay. Alright, and speed up time again. Now this group that we're sending back here, well, we're not going to worry about them. This sawmill has stopped working because storage is near capacity, that's all. Okay. That's fine, storage can be near capacity. Have we built another automaton? Do we have an automaton not assigned to a task. As soon as we finish researching engineer automatons, we can put an automaton on one of our workshops. In fact, let's do it right now. Right there, baby. Alright. And choose a new research topic. If we research medical automaton integration, then we can put them on our infirmaries. That may become important when the temperature drops and people don't want to go to work. But in the meantime, we can make all of the automatons more efficient by researching Automaton Integration 3 and speeding up time again. We've got scouts have reached the large crater. It's hard to judge the crater's size. The crater is fresh, with broken ice around the rim. We searched the camp for clues to the scientist's fate and found none. Everything's in order, but not perfect order. It looks like maybe they went to do something and didn't return. Maybe they tried to descend into the crater and got lost in the maze of broken ice, or got caught by a blizzard, or both. There's some useful technology here. We'll take that and immediately send these guys on to the scattered convoy. It will take them 12 hours to arrive, but they're moving away from the storm, so they should be okay. That's close. That's going to be close. Really, really close. I hope I don't lose any scouts doing that. Let's speed up time. More people talking about survivors reaching the city. Okay. More people have reached the city and they need a place to live. Let's build them a house. Alright. One house should do. There are no gatherable resources out here at this sawmill out here. We've used up all the wood here, so we can take that apart and put that automaton on some other task. This is not working just because our storage is near capacity. Now I could build more storage, but I don't think we're going to need it. I think we've got as much stuff stored as we're going to need. So, well, maybe a bit more wood. How about that? Hold on, before we do that, scouts have reached the fortified hut. Let's explore it. Scientists who built this station designed it to withstand the Arctic climate, but they clearly underestimated the fierce Arctic fauna. The doors and windows have been bashed in by heavy blows, probably polar bears. letting inside the cold and snow. Scientific and life support equipment froze and burst, dooming its base and inhabitants. There's some technology here for us to pull out and then send them on immediately to the ice caves. It'll take them 11 hours to reach the ice caves. We're going to be cutting this close, guys. Oh, I hope our scouts are going to be okay. Hope our scouts are going to be okay. Yeah, we need more storage. None of this stuff is actually working now because we don't have any place to put the stuff that we're pulling out. So, more storage, please. Right? That needs a street.
Workday ends. It's off time.
It is off time. This has a bunch of problems. Well, we're dismantling that. What's happening out here? Our cookhouse only has a few people working on it. Well, we got 56 engineers available. Why don't we make these all engineers to improve their efficiency even more? So we've got one steam core left over here. I'm going to hang on to that as a buffer just in case something happens that we really need. Now, shouldn't this... It is. It's going up very slowly. We've got one automaton working the workshop there. So even though it's after work hours, we're still generating research. I'll speed up time. We have finished some research. Automaton Integration 3. Excuse me. You know what I want? I'm a little worried about wood. Not, like, super worried. But why don't we go ahead and research the steam wall drill. And then we can upgrade these wall drills. We need these resource depots to be finished because we are maxed out on all of our resources, basically. How are we doing on active abilities? We don't really need any right now. Our hope is maxed. Our discontent's very low. Hope will rise slightly if we issue a sermon. Might as well do that and completely max it out. That was dumb. I should not have done that. We may need that. Alright, things seem to be going pretty well here. Are these... Yeah, storage depots are built. Let's get more wood and more coal and more... Oh, we got plenty of food. Maybe a little bit more food storage. Okay. And then speed up time again. Scouts have reached the scattered convoy. And they've reached something else. The ice caves. Numerous frozen bodies lie on the cave floor. They must have run out of fuel for their stoves. By the dead bodies, we have found many crates filled with papers. Testimony of the extensive research dedicated to the fluctuations of the Earth's magnetic field. It's too heavy to understand by our scouts and too heavy to bring back to the city. There's nothing to do here. Carry on. But now we need to get you back home to the city. The storm is coming. Oh, look how close the storm is. Oh. Explore. The convoy's vehicles have been damaged by heavy blows. The snow is trodden and stained with what seems like buckets of blood. Inside damaged crawlers, we found several dead bodies. Few of them are torn apart like they were partially eaten by some beasts. Polar bears, we think. We'll never know for sure what happened here, and there's nothing useful to salvage from this gruesome place. Nothing to do here. Carry on. But now you have to get back to the city. Like, now. I guess let's send them to Camp Meteor as a waypoint first. That will take them 5 hours, 3 hours, and we've still got 4 days left before the storm reaches the city. I think these guys will be fine. Speed up time again. Got a message from some doom-mongering drunks. A dozen or so people got drunk and took to the streets. Who hasn't? They were chasing after women, yelling that we should have some fun before the storm kills us all. Who hasn't? What should we do with them? Well, since we can't banish them since we don't have any Faith Keepers, we'll just send them home. And because, again, we've all been there. We've all had a little too much to drink and done stuff that we regretted the next day. I'm not going to banish these poor sods for that exuberance. All right, steam wall drill research. That's great. What do we need now? We're kind of running out of things that we need. Gathering post installation we don't need because we don't have any gathering posts. Additional scouts we don't need. Streamline. We were going to do medical automaton integration so that we can put automatons on infirmaries if we need. Book of Laws. There are no laws that we're done with the laws. There are 0 laws that I want signed at this point. So we're just going to ignore the laws for the rest of until maybe a new law will appear that we want. There are no gatherable resources. This sawmill has exhausted all the resources here. We can dismantle that and put that automaton on something else, like another workshop, a cookhouse. Yeah. I guess doctors work the infirmaries, right? So, oh, we haven't researched that yet. We can't do that. We can put him on another workshop. I'm not terribly worried about our research at this point. I feel like we have researched all the important stuff. So I'm not really sure what to do with this last automaton we have here. You know what I would like to do? Yeah, I mean, people aren't even working these sites because there's nothing to do. I could put an automaton on one of the cookhouses. Scouts are waiting at a waypoint. Alright, from here we can send him right back to our city. And it looks like these scouts are going to be fine. They're gonna be outrunning the storm now, so that's fine. Great. And we visited all the available locations. Feeling really good about that too. Boy, guys, I hate to jinx ourselves here. By ourselves, I mean me. But things are going pretty damn well. Can we build, now that we have those improved steam wall drills? Well, we need 2 steam cores, but we have 1 already in that wall drill. So that'll use up all our steam cores. We have none now. But I don't anticipate needing another one before the storm hits. Speed up time. Got another research topic. Faster scout sleds is fine, but I think everybody's going to make it back without a problem. Why don't we just, for the heck of it, go ahead and upgrade the generator range. I don't think we're going to need it, and we'll actually turn it off as soon as it's researched, because it's going to automatically activate.
Gather your tools. This is the ending.
Yep, okay, that was quick. Let's get range 2 upgrade done and turn off range 1. Let's go back to range 1 and speed up time again, because we're really just killing time here. Amputees. We've got 1 amputee who needs a prosthetic. Might as well order one up here at the factory just to give those engineers something to do. Scouts have returned safely to the city. And we don't want to send them back out, so we're just going to go ahead and disband them. And hold on, let me turn this back down now that we've researched that. Let's get back down to 1. And then go to the beacon here and disband these idle scouts. Great. And then speed up time again. And it automatically slows back down for no apparent reason. I'll speed you back up again for the 10th time this playthrough. And these scouts have returned, and they bring with them the generator safety bypass, which I think we already had. Additional scouts, which we don't need at this point, but boosted scout sleds. Could have used that, I suppose. And now we can disband them as well. And I think this is going to be the last thing on our checklist. Preparations are finished. The people you saved barely managed... The people you saved barely managed to reach the city in time. At least we have a critical supply of food ready. There's not much time left. We should use it to prepare whatever else we can. After the storm hits, there'll be nothing we can do but wait it out. We still have 3 days left before the storm hits, and as they say, there's not much left to do. Sir, the people employed at this coal thumper refuse to work today. They intend to spend the entire shift praying. We've been working like madmen, sir. There's only so much we can do to prepare. Let's face it, this is the end of the world. Through prayer, we can find hope of deliverance, whatever happens. I'm fine with letting them pray. We've got plenty of coal. We don't need them to work today. Take a day off, guys. Go do your prayers. And let's get the generator range 3 upgraded, even though we're probably not going to use it. Better to have it and not need it than not to need it and not have it. And in the meantime, we've got 1 unassigned automaton. Alright. We've got that last generator range upgrade. Switch it back down to 1 for the time being. And what else do we need to research here? Look, the research is just flying now, isn't it? Streamlined automatons, make them build faster, we don't care. None of this stuff we really need, do we? I mean, for lack of anything better to research, I guess we could research the advanced wall drill, but we probably need... Alright, let's make the most of our... Well, insulation would probably be a good idea. And then speed up time again.
Finish your labors, people. The work day is up.
And we've still got that unassigned automaton, which we do. We don't need more coal. We don't need more wood. We don't need more steel. Time automatically goes back down again because survivors reach the city. Fine. We'll find them. Let's put them in houses. Got plenty of room to build houses out here near our new steam hub. Speed up time again. And it automatically goes back down to normal yet again. Thank you very much. Flying hunter's gear, sure, whatever. Don't need it, but whatever. Speed up time again for the 13th time in the past hour. Fight over supplies. An argument erupted between some workers last night. Some of them wanted a portion of the resources their facility produces so they can prepare for the storm. It came to blows, and though nobody was seriously injured, tensions are running high. Please keep me updated on the tensions. Disputes about supplies causing discontent in the city. The temperature is falling to -70. Andrew asks, how are we to live now? Oh God, I didn't think it could get this cold. Well. A mob storms the stockpiles. Sir, a crowd of terrified people has stormed the stockpiles and started plundering our supplies. We managed to fight them off, but they demanded wood for heating and to reinforce their homes. We'd need 1,220 wood to supply everybody. I don't have a problem giving these guys wood. If you want to put in some extra hours reinforcing your homes against the coming storms, you do that. We've got plenty of wood. So you guys go reinforce your homes. I'm fine with that. Speed up time again. And time slows back down again, even when I don't want it to. I've got nothing left to research. I'm not interested in any of this stuff. Alright, sure. Hothouse selection, whatever that is. It will make our hothouses more efficient, I'm sure. Our coal storage is full. We've got 20,000 coal. We've got 1,600 wood. We've got an automaton doing nothing, but doesn't need to be doing anything. Hothouse research, blah, blah. Fine. Infirmary mechanization, I don't even care. It's not like we are running a manpower shortage here, but yeah, whatever.
It's off time.
Why is this is shut down because we are maxed out? We're maxed out on like everything. We got 4,000 food, more than twice the amount we needed. Well, almost twice the amount we needed, and yet another pointless technology. Gathering. Oh, I don't want gathering posts. I don't have any gathering posts. I don't need any of this stuff. Alright, fine. Coal mine rationalization. Fine, whatever. Let's just get to the storm, guys. We're ready. We're ready. Bring it. Bring it. And it just automatically goes back down to normal game time. I don't want you to.
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
The temperature falling yet again with 1 day left till the storm hits. 1 day, guys. Speed up time gently here. This house is cold.
Work time.
Very cold. I don't think it's close enough to... It's not close enough to a steam hub. You know what I'm going to do is build another house over here near the steam hub, and then I'll dismantle that one as soon as this is built. I don't want the people homeless for even a second in this weather. But as soon as that's built, which will be right now, I will go ahead and deconstruct this one. I'm taking that apart. Great. And speed up time again. We are down to 18 hours until the storm hits. And we have no research topic, but I don't even care. There's nothing I want to research here. Gosh, I mean, fine. Streamlined automatons. Okay, whatever. Down to 12 hours.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
10 hours. Seven hours. 6. We are down to 4, 3, 2, 1 hour until the storm hits. And at that, we are going to call this an episode, and in the next episode, we will deal with the storm itself. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the Frostpunk playthrough. Here comes the storm. Stay safe, stay warm.